Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. So this video actually took a little longer to make than some of the other ones. One reason that was delayed a bit. It's also a video that's a bit closer to my heart as I'm making it. It's about an institution that's been here for years in the village, here on Pico Island. It's the Filarmonica Liberdade Lajense. So it's a Filarmonica. It's an orchestra, I guess some of you might call it, and it's been here in the village for a lot of years. And they're celebrating an amazing anniversary, 159 years. So it's a long time. I got an invitation, and I came to the event. It took place about 3 weeks ago, and I was just so fortunate to be here on the island. I'm back here at the band house, at the band hall, to do the ending of the video, because it was just a lot of noise. So I thought the best way to do it would be to film it first, some of the events that took place that day, some of the celebrations and so forth, and then come back and do it. And this is what I'm doing. But it took a while, so sorry for the delay of missing that week of putting out a video. I just wanted to do this right, and I'm also going to be speaking a little bit of Portuguese, and that takes a little bit extra effort, and the nerves get a little higher when it comes to that. A Filarmónica sempre trouxe o pessoal da vila, da ilha, juntos. Uma coisa que é muito importante, mesmo quando era um miúdo e quando fiquei com mais idade, sempre percebi isso. Pois meu pai sempre falava da banda Filarmónica das Lajes, ele também tocou no Canadá, foi sempre uma parte da vida dele que ele falou muito, e eu sempre vi isso. Mas para estar aqui, 159 anos depois do início, foi um tempo muito especial, e quero agradecer pelo convite, e tive sorte de estar aqui e ter a oportunidade de vir e estar aqui com vocês. O pessoal a casa estava cheia, e foi um tempo muito especial. Sei que não estava aqui sozinho, meu pai também estava comigo, 100%, certeza. Meus irmãos e minha mãe no Canadá, quando tiveram a oportunidade de ver o vídeo, e essa noite também vão pensar do meu pai, e penso que ele é a pessoa que, sem ele, sabe, não estava aqui. Of course, this video is going to be more for those that are from here, from the island, from this village, for those that still live here, for those that are connected to the Philharmonic and to the community, for those that are immigrants and are in Canada, the US, or other countries. I think you'll also, obviously, they're going to appreciate seeing this type of event and anniversary taking place, their homeland. But also it's going to be important for those that have never been here, that appreciate community and culture, like I mentioned earlier. I think anyone considering retiring, semi-retiring, spending more time here, I think that's, you have to find a place, and I think most people do, that has that sense of community, and you can find it here. But I want to take you around the hall here. The lighting is not the best, okay, but I just there's some old photos on the wall from the history of the Filarmonica. I just want to take you quickly through them so you can see. Unbelievable, look, 1864. That's the beginning right there. I'll try to go a little slow. If you want to pause the video, you can see some of the people that were on this. There's another one. This is from the early days, kind of moving up the years. Wow. The band members would sometimes do stuff for Carnival, and I think this might be one of those. Let's get out around here. They're probably going to recognize some of those faces. I just thought it'd be appropriate to show them. You know, some of these are even familiar to me. I remember some of these people. And I'm sure some of your immigrants that are out there will remember some of these faces. This is I think my dad is in this one. Yeah. Let's see if I can zoom in. He's one of the tall guys at the back there. Right there. Wow. Very weird seeing these guys and my dad in there, how young he was. There's a few more. He's in the second row there at the end. Eras novo, pai, eras novo. feito também. Hope you guys are enjoying this, especially those that are from here. This is a nice one, an older one too. He's at the back there, third from the left. Right there, right in the middle of those two guys. And some other faces I recognize here. Most have passed, obviously. My dad passed away in 2001, 74, too young. Actually died of ALS, believe it or not, rare disease. But this is a celebration, and it's just my thoughts in my head are just very positive, are very happy. I think it's important showing these guys that were here from the beginning. These are the guys that started, the musicians, the committees, culture. There's Simnish, he's a family member, he was my dad's uncle. Very nice man. I know this gentleman used to be the conductor at one time. He may actually visit us in Canada, Sr. Xavier. Great maestro. Here's their flag. And there's another conductor. He's the one that was, when I played in Canada, he was the conductor there. He was actually from the village of Cemeteries, but he was also the conductor here as part of this. Look at him. Sr. Zilmir. Wow. Whew. That's crazy. Arminda, there's your dad. I know the lighting here is not the best, but that's okay. They let me back in. They let me in here. I just didn't know the lights weren't working, so I thought, you know what, just go for it. They'll be doing some practicing. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Well, before getting over to some of the events, so I'll show you some of the events that took place. I just want to say a few things in Portuguese, and it's basically to thank them, the Filarmonica, for inviting me in Portuguese. So, mais uma vez eu queria agradecer à Filarmonica, não só pelo convite, mas também para dizer um agradecimento, muito obrigado, de sempre tomar muito carinho com o meu pai, tomar conta dele. Sei que ele gostou muito, era um prazer para ele tocar na Filarmónica. A música foi sempre importante a meu pai. Foi um dos amores dele, posso dizer isso, depois da família e da Vila das Lajes. Penso que eles três estão ali em cima, top three. I was just saying that the top three loves of my dad, from knowing him, all the, being with him, obviously the family, and he loved the village of Lajes here on Pico. And third, you would have to say music, because he loved music. He loved playing. He taught me how to play clarinet. He played the sax mostly, a great musician. And he was just something that fulfilled a lot of his happiness. And I think that was so important to him. He played here every time he came back to the island. In Canada, a lot of fun. And I enjoyed playing with him for 3 years. And then I had to play soccer. And that was my first love. And that couldn't do both. So unfortunately, I stopped playing music. But anyways, I just wanted to thank the Filarmonica for taking such good care of my dad throughout all those years. And I think it meant a lot to him. And he always spoke highly of this institution. So let's get over to the event. Let's just check some of the nights, see some of the things that happened. And let's go. So the evening had a lot of emotion, happiness, and music. I really didn't know what to expect, what kind of event, how many people were going to be here. And it was a full house, and I just thought it was very well run, organized. And the star of the show, obviously, is the Filarmonica. It's amazing. They're great. I mean, and one thing that stood out is how young they were. The youngest was 14 or something. It was incredible. You guys are amazing musicians, by the way. Some of them are going to be studying in Lisbon. Some of them already are. And I just think that's amazing. Night also had some, important individuals that came in for the event. Some came from Lisbon. Some came from, like, the United States, especially California. There was a gentleman here that really supported the band. His name was Manuel Eduardo Vieira. Comendador. I don't know if I said that. Comendador. He obviously supported the band throughout the years. When they traveled to California, he took care of them, and I think it was so cool for him to come and be here during the celebration. Other speakers or guests that came to speak, there was Manuel Costa. Everyone knows him. He's actually the curator of the Whalers Museum, and also a musician. He got to do a speech. There was also the president of Lajes, Ana Brum. She also spoke. She was in attendance. There was a musician that came from Lisbon, Nuno Silva. He actually had a book for sale as well. But I think, aside from the speakers, these guests that came in, obviously part of these were the committee, and I think without the committee, their volunteers, you don't have a Filarmonica. Without the musicians, you don't have the Filarmonica. They're really important, but you do need the support system behind them, and I think to survive 159 years, they obviously had that. So I think the evening was full of just lots of music. We also had lots of food. Okay, I had some of the traditional food that you would find in some of these events, like bifanas and favas, and obviously wine, and it was amazing. Yeah, so we had to. It was a well-rounded celebration. At the end, there's also they obviously had the cake, they had the candle thing. I mean, it was just a whole celebration birthday. They had a dance called chamarrita. For those of you that don't know, it's a folklore dance. It's amazing. I will take some lessons. I think we're trying to get a few people together to learn a little bit about the chamarrita, and that's something I grew up with. A lot of my family members and cousins and so forth, they all dance it, and I thought that usually a worthwhile event here on Pico Island ends at chamarrita. They can go on for hours. Também queria dizer, falar um pouco mais português, vamos ver isso se vai sair, como estou a pensar. Sem os voluntários e os músicos não há Filarmónica. Penso que a gente todo percebe isso, e penso para estar 159 anos ainda, e vai ser muito mais anos, estou a ver, tem que ter esse pessoal sempre a ajudar isso, estar envolvido nisso. E aqui estou a ver isso aqui na Filarmónica das Lajes. Isso é o que está a acontecer, é o que aconteceu desde o primeiro ano e vai continuar. É uma coisa que a gente pode ver, muitos amigos, pessoal, sempre a falar do passado, mas sempre no presente, a falar no futuro. Isso é muito, gostei muito até de sempre ouvir essas conversas e... Pois, e não sei se o meu português está, e não se desculpe, mas eu estou a tentar falar mais português para não perder essa língua. e é uma língua que é muito importante. E, pois, os nossos vídeos são quase todos em inglês, também pessoal de fora que nunca estiveram aqui, não falam português, e sei que quase todos aqui agora e os de fora falam inglês. Por isso, e para mim tem que ser, o inglês é a língua que eu enrasco mais que o português. Mas espero que estão a gostar do vídeo e desse evento que aconteceu, esse aniversário dessa Filarmónica aqui do Pico. Eu fiz isso por causa que era importante para mim, para fazer. Tive a oportunidade de estar aqui no Pico e eu quis fazer e tinha que fazer, a misturar um pouco o nosso pessoal que está fora, os imigrantes, também os que estão aqui, mas os que estão de fora, às vezes gostam de ver isso. É importante para eles, para ver a família, os amigos, as Ilhas do Brum, somos todos de Ilhas do Brum, somos todos de Portugal. E isso, Filarmónica já poderes, já roda de Portugal, e eles todas têm as suas histórias. Isto é a história da nossa Filarmónica das Lajes. E por isso que é uma coisa que eu sinto sempre no meu coração. Eu lembro quando era um miúdo, a casa de minhas avós é mesmo por trás disso. Quando havia ensaio ou quando vinha festa, a gente podia vir a tocar. Por exemplo, hoje à noite vão ensaiar. Quando eu estiver na casa eu posso ouvir o ensaio. E isso é uma coisa que nunca esqueci desde miúdo. Isso quando tinha 9 anos e nunca esqueci disso. E quando voltavam nos verões, a Filarmónica a tocar e hoje sentados no balcão, com um copo de vinho, ouvi com a minha avó, e com meus pais, meus irmãos, família. Era aquele tempos bonitos, quando os meus tios vinham, meu tio António de Lisboa, minha tia Nazaré, meu tio Manuel em Toronto, mas todos deles apreciam a Filarmónica. E meu tio Manuel, também o irmão do meu pai, era um grande músico também, clarinete, um grande músico. Depois, quando eu voltar para o Canadá, vou falar com ele, ele talvez vai ver o vídeo, ele vai ver que também ele está aqui com a gente, sabe? É pessoal que nunca deixou a ilha. A gente pode sair da ilha, mas a ilha nunca sai da gente, não é? E também não queria esquecer do meu tio Dimas. Pessoal que é da vila, que é do Pico, muitos conheciam o meu tio Dimas. Já passou há uns anos. Só queria dizer que ele também gostava muito da música. Não tocava, mas gostava, apreciava. E estava sempre, quando eram as festas, as procissões, os arraiais, ensaios, meu tio Dimas estava sempre a ouvir a Filarmónica das Lajes ou outras filarmónicas. Só, às vezes, uma pessoa que não toca, não quer dizer que não aprecia. E ele, 100%, apreciava, estava só a pensar dele. Às vezes, estou a falar mais os que estão de fora, os que não estão aqui, mas também os daqui são muito importantes, e meu tio Dimas era um deles. I think my Portuguese is getting better, and hopefully they understood me. I didn't make too many mistakes, and they understood what I was saying. And I think they did. And I just want to thank you guys for just hanging out, I know this is a little bit different. For those of you that stayed till the end, we're going to see some celebration of the cake, blowing out the candles, 159 years again, it's crazy. Hopefully you enjoyed it, hanging out. Or is obviously still back in Canada.
Hi guys, just popping in to say hello. I'll be back in Portugal soon. Ciao.
And here, I'm not going to say I'm here alone. I'm not. She's with me as well. So were my brothers, so is my mother and my aunts and uncles that have connections to the island and to here. They're with me for sure. Feel free to comment or email, subscribe, like. You help our channel grow. And we just want to continue to share a little piece of this paradise that we call our home as well. And hopefully from showing a little bit of everything, not just the scenery and the landscapes, but also the culture and community and the people in it. I think I hope you appreciate that as well. And maybe one day, if you haven't visited, you will do so. So thanks for hanging out, and stay tuned and listen a little bit more to this unbelievable Filarmonica. Thank you, and see you on the next video.